First dumpster of the day, y'all. I ain't been dumpster diving in so long. Ew, it's stinky, nasty, flies. I don't miss this. Look at all the food wasted. Look at all the food wasted. See, I don't even want to. This dumpster right here normally have shoes and everything else, y'all. On to the next. Ooh, I don't miss that smell, y'all. Oh, I thought I forgot to put the car in park. I just saw the security guy, but he way on the other side. I told y'all he fast though. This ooh, now that's disgusting. They only put trash in here now. I seen boxes the last time that I came to this dumpster, and I think they stopped putting their stuff. That's Dollar Tree, y'all. Y'all, I'm in a big ass plaza where everybody can see me. I'm finna see if I can cut through this bush. Yes, I can. Yeah, lizards. This is GameStop. Not sure what's in here. If anything, boxes. It's in the daytime. Trash, personal trash. GameStop, see, I like to come here later. It's too much in here right now, y'all. Pick up my little trash. Don't make a mess. If you go dumpster dive, and pick it up after yourself. This one I like to come to at night because the plaza is so busy, and plus GameStop is a small store, so they come out like really quick. So yeah, I'll see y'all at the next one. Oh, you talking about this thing? I told y'all every time I come here, it's full of stuff. This Petco. I don't even know if I want to get this. This look like blue dog food. Okay, I gotta put the camera down so I can get this bag, y'all. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I got the blue dog food. Don't know what this is. I'm only gonna get a little bit, y'all, but I tell you, Petco is always full of stuff. Toys, food, everything. Somebody came out the other one, y'all, and I think that was like Party City. Anything in there? No. This is where they have like picture frames and stuff. That's like a Michael's. Oh, then I put a lock on this one. Y'all don't see trespassing signs, do y'all? Huh? Cardboard only. Cardboard only. What? You know, this is the place. I don't know what it is, but Lonnie used to get good stuff in here when I used to let her jump in here. Where you going?
Headphones. They're not even open.
How do you know? Well, get them. Go ahead. You're going to have to throw your leg across, Lonnie. If you're going to get in, you know we got to be quick. Let me see. Okay, Lonnie got some headphones. Go ahead. You already in. You might as well go. Hold that, Q. My phone, sorry. She done kicked my phone out my hand, y'all. Now I'm almost fell in that water. Give me this. Here, Q. Take it to the car as I hand it to you. If it's new, I'm gonna just put it on the ground. I'm gonna wash it either way. Wait, Lonnie, don't just hand me clothes. Hand me new stuff. Did I have a tag? You ain't gotta go back and forth, Q. Just hold on. Let me see. That look wet. Get that off. Give me that blue thing. What is this? Hold on. Don't drop it. This is cute. I keep watching my back, y'all, because you don't want them to call somebody and start locking this one. Somebody must have got caught in that other one for them to lock that. It's been a couple years since I've been out here. What's that, Lonnie? That cord thing? Okay, that's enough. Look behind you. In them bags. You gotta move quick, Lonnie. You don't remember how to do this, girl? We got a couple of dumpsters in this plaza. Yeah, but they ain't got tags on it. I don't want nobody else's personal stuff. Wait, give me them white shorts. That do got a tag.
They clean.
Oh, but they wrote on it. What the hell is that? Hot in ass something. Okay, come on. Lonnie got the perfume. She just had to get that. Get that, Q. Y'all, we look like criminals. They running and we gotta be quick, but golly, they look like criminals. Just don't want to get caught, and you know, they lock it up. That's all. Okay, this is also the one that I told you they started locking. Let me see if I can get a peek in there so y'all can see. See, so this still locked. This is only cardboard, I believe. The more you start dumpster diving in the areas you dumpster dive in, you'll start knowing. See? But sometimes there's things in the cardboard ones too. The next one is Old Navy. And it's right there. So let's see if they still cut their stuff up. Oh, all I see is cardboard in here. And it could be underneath there. Because this one is definitely just cardboard. Thought it was shoes in here, y'all. Trying to see. Sometimes they hide stuff. Okay, just boxes. Y'all see how quick I'm moving? That's how you gotta be. Unless you go to a store that don't care. Like when I go to my Dollar Generals, they don't care, so I can take my time. Okay, this is where I found a bunch of the Shea Moisture at. That says like Carter's and Oshkosh B'gosh. They're down there. Looks like only cardboard. So yeah, they just started putting boxes in here. I found a bunch of Shea Moistures in here, and the pre-workout stuff. Is something in there?
No.
Okay, let's go. The next one I think is Big Lots. That's the one where the man walked out and I pretended like I was getting boxes. So I don't know exactly which one is Big Lots. I know this one be having some nasty stuff in it. It's a carpenter turn in, y'all. I don't know who it is. This is all cardboard. And then this one is locked. It got a little lock thing on it. Oh, it's not locked actually, but it's empty. See, they probably had to unlock that for the dumpster, the dump truck to come. Ooh, dang, they swept the heck out of that room. I hope this girl ain't still out here. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I just hope she's not out here so we could get in that dumpster. She was bringing 2 big bags out, and this is where they have like the gumball machines and the balloon thing. It's like a party. Yeah, I think it's like Party City or something. We'll see. Okay, hopefully we don't get caught. Yeah, she done closed the garage thing. That's what I was looking for. What did she put in here? See, we'll have to grab the bag. I don't know. You want to stand up there?
Yeah.
If you can reach it, give it here. Probably nothing. And sometimes people just take the whole bag and then check them once they get home. But I'm not putting all that trash in my car. But it do be like balloons and stuff like that. See? Just whatever. Don't look like much in here though, because normally this be full of goodies. And the one we just left where we got the clothes from, a guy just brought some more stuff out. Hey, question. How do they feel about people getting trash out of here, out of this plaza? Like stuff out of the trash. How do they feel about that? Like dumpster divers and stuff like that?
I believe it's not permitted.
Because it's like every different plaza has their rules. And I know most, if you don't see like no trespassing or locks on it, I know I looked it up a long time ago and it's legal here in Florida. But I always still like to ask the employees when I see them.
I know for Ulta.
Y'all, I'm trying to waste time because I just looked in that store and I just learned that that's Five Below. But the girl, she was really nice talking to me.
What is that?
I don't know what that is, but she still have her work door open, and she was saying that it's not permitted here. That's Kirkland's. That door's still open back there. One of y'all just walked back here. I got my son looking. So yeah, she was saying that that the other dumpsters, I see her now, y'all, so that's why I'm changing the subject. She was saying like the other dumpsters, like from here on down, aren't theirs, and she don't know. She said it's not permitted for. Huh? Did she want me? Oh. Y'all, she know I'm trying to go back to that dumpster. She's closing at 9. I damn sure hope she don't lock it. But she was saying, yeah, I don't know about theirs down there, but she said the other dumpsters we can go through, but theirs are permitted. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, well, as long as it doesn't have a no trespassing sign on it, then we can go in there. She's closing all of them now. But as long as she don't put a lock, because as soon as she go back in that store, I'm jumping in there. I'm going to have to do it because Lonnie going to be too slow. It's some nice stuff that they just threw in there. And that's where we just got the clothes from and stuff like that. So, like I always tell you guys, if you can, don't get caught. The girl was really nice, so that's why I walked up to her and had a little conversation. If you get caught, they can be nasty and put a lock on the dumpsters. So that's why I always tell you guys, try not to get caught, even if you know that it is legal in your state. All right? So I'm about to get out of these people's plaza, and I'm definitely about to go in this dumpster. I don't care, but I want to go because you never know who's calling the police or security or anything, and then I won't get anything. So let me walk over here really quick. Try to be slick. I still hear somebody talking really loud. This looks like the little loading dock right here where they load stuff at. Y'all, I'm playing it off so good because I did tell her I was a YouTuber, so if she see me recording, then she knows the reason why I'm recording. So yep, and they still got their damn door open. I may have to leave and come back, but I don't want to do that because I feel like they're going to destroy the items. So y'all, I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna come back, and here's a car. Turn around. I don't know who it is, but we finna see. Okay, y'all, this is the back of Dollar Tree. I was just gonna tell them to get out because I thought that was Rice Krispies. I can't see in that box. I might need one of y'all. You remember how this dumpster is, right? You gotta jump in. I need to see what's in that box right there, but you gotta be quick.
Which one?
Q, come here. That one.
Oh, I got spider webs on me.
Watch your feet. Don't pick anything up except for that box. See what's in there?
No, open chips.
Look, she looks at the Takis. Little boxes. Juice. Give me that juice. Give it to Q. See if it's expired. Don't, what I told you about picking up little boxes. Okay, I think that's it. Come on, you've been here too long. Lock on here. Ain't no comforters today. I think this is where I got the vacuum from. Okay, this is another one of my faves. Oh, it stinks. Food, eggs. It's too late. It's super hot. Ew. Come on, get out. Don't drop it. No, you don't. Sade, be more responsible. I done ran out of gas, but what's the perfect place to run out of gas? And right here in the a place where they sell cars. I just went and got my tire today. I got my tire on the car and I run out of gas And I was like, good thing I didn't run out of gas back there in that plaza. We would have had to put all their stuff back in the dumpster. They still had the door open, guys, and the lady, we didn't see her. So when Alani got out the dumpster, I seen her like run back in the store. And my daughter said something like, that makes sense, which I've always said, it's trash. You guys are trying to get rid of it, right? So why are you mad that someone else is getting the trash out of the dumpster? I rarely get caught, but I told them since they saw me today and saw what kind of vehicle I was in, we can't go back to that one for a while. And now I know that they close at 7 p.m. I'll be going after hours. I don't know if they have security patrolling that one or not, because I rarely go to that one, even when I was dumpster diving. But when I did, it was really good. So I just know to go to that one after 7 o'clock, because that was Five Below it. So I never knew what that store was. I was finding all kind of good stuff in there and never knew what it was. But I saw it when I drove in the front of the store today. So now I've run out of gas, and this gentleman is going to help me. I'm like, hey, I got the money for the gas. I just need to get some gas. So, yeah, that's what's going on now. That's all I got for him. This is all I got, honey. Let's see. And I want every dime. And I meant that. Every dime. Don't stop. Keep going. Y'all remember back in the day when you used to could pump before, like, you pay? People used to be stealing gas all the time, filling up their tank, driving off. Bet you won't try that now. I heard some gas pumps are still like that. And it's starting to rain. Well, it has already started to rain. So I'm finna check one more place if everything hasn't gotten wet, and then I'm heading home. Y'all then. It's raining, it's pouring. The old man is snoring. If y'all been rocking with me for a while, y'all remember this dumpster where we got all the Frito-Lay chips, sunflower seeds, beef jerky, brand new in a sealed box. I think this is like a Office Max or something. God, we're behind Target. Ew, it stinks in there. Oh my God, it smells like fish. Oh, that's because it's food in that one. Ew. I'm done for today, y'all. This used to be one of my favorites too, Dollar Tree. I said I was done, but only because it's raining now, so if I do find anything, it gotta be something that can't get wet. You know how the boxes are wet, guys? I can't really see in there. So yeah, I think I'm done for the day. I don't feel like ripping through the bags, but wait a minute. I see some drinks. Hold on. Are they any good? Because some of them are like, what's the date? 2022. Come here. Take the empty bottles out. I don't know. You could look. Put those in the trunk. Pop the trunk on my keys. Okay, I gotta put down the camera for a minute, guys. All right, what's up, YouTube friends, family, associates, and subscribers? How y'all doing? Man, I'm finally back home. Y'all, that was a little ordeal today. I had to go get my tire because remember my tire blew up, so I was just not able to go get a tire today. Did that, then ran out of gas, and my car did not even warn me. You guys know how your car normally flashes or tell you, okay, you have 100 more miles before you're out of gas, or whatever. It just did it. That was weird at the light, and then I crank it back up, it cranked, and then the steering wheel locks up when you run out of gas. So I was right there to like a car sales place, and I was like, what better place to pull in than a car sales place if you run out of gas? And I'm thinking they're gonna have plenty on hand. I'll pay them for it. Doesn't matter, because I know they got to put gas in the cars. But I stayed there for maybe 45 minutes, maybe longer. because he sent another one of his employees to go get the gas first. The first employee was like, oh, okay, I'll help you. Then he ran back to talk to me, and he said, my manager's going to take you. Then he came over, and I grabbed my purse and told Lonnie to get my mask out of the car. And he was like, oh, my employee's going to help you. And I was like, well, are you the manager? I was like, well, he told me that the manager was going to help me. He was like, oh, really? So he just volunteered me. And I was like, yeah, I guess. So I didn't care how they got it, but he eventually sent someone to go get it. And I was like, how much is she getting? He was like, I gave her $5. And I started reaching in my purse, and he was like, oh, no, don't worry about it. So that was a blessing. So it was already $5 in there when y'all saw me pump that little $14 or something, honey. The needle didn't even move. Not a quarter tank. Not a quarter. That's crazy for almost $20 worth of gas. Anyway, and my car take premium, but we put regular in there, and it still didn't move it. I don't see no difference. It doesn't mess up the car. So anyway, sorry for it being so dark. I hope you guys can see it. I have the flash on. Oh, I think I just can't see it because I have the dim down. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, that's what it was. I just didn't have the dim down. Dim up. I mean, I had it dimmed. So, y'all, this is, I don't know what number dumpster dive this is. Y'all will see it in the title. I have to look back and see. But this is my first time dumpster diving in almost 2 years. You know, shortly after I found out I was pregnant, I stopped once I got a little bit too big and out of breath or whatever. So I haven't been since then. Today, I was kind of nervous, not really, because it's, you know, normal to be nervous when you first start dumpster diving. You're just scared. You don't know what to expect. You don't know if you're going to jail. I think I made a mistake by going back to get this surfboard right here from Five Below, because the lady was still there, and I had went to a whole nother spot, a plaza, and I was like, okay, I'll come back. And I ran into another dumpster diver. I could tell they were dumpster diving. They were in their van. It was a couple. And then when they saw me go that way back to get this, they were pulling in. But the lady, she had to walk out that back door, and she was, when Alani jumped back out, I saw her walking real fast. I don't know if she was smoking a cigarette back there or what, but she was walking real fast back in as if she was going to tell on me. And which I always tell you guys, find out if it's legal in your state or in your area, your city ordinance or whatever. I know it's legal here. I always tell you guys, if there's not a, like, no trespassing sign or a lock on the dumpsters, then it's free to the public. If the dumpster is on private property, if they consider it private property, then you could be trespassed or arrested for that. You have to find out if it's public or private property. And you don't want to get caught, because if you get caught, then they could potentially lock the dumpsters, trespass you, or whatever. You know what I mean? But you have to be there in order to get trespassed. That's anywhere. I know here in Florida you do. Like, if I wanted to trespass you from my house, you have to physically be here, because the police have to tell you that you're trespassed. So you don't know if you're not here. So that's another reason I try to get in and out so quick. Not only that, but so I won't get caught. So I may have messed it up at Five Below, and I would hate if I have, because it'll mess it up for everybody else there. But we have other ones. I just have to drive a little further out. And because they saw me there twice and hanging out and driving back through, and so they know the description and make and model of my car, I just don't want to be seen again there for a while. So, but Alani really wanted this. I wanted it for Soleil because it was a shark, and, you know, she likes baby shark or whatever. But, yeah, it was more stuff, but we wouldn't have had time. We wouldn't have had time because I saw them when they went back and did another dump. See, I don't know when they put the clothes in there, but when we passed by from a distance, we saw that. I was like, oh my God, they're throwing something else out too. So we're just now seeing that they wrote on these, damaged, with a little heart. I'm not sure if that can come out or not. These are like some sweatpants, which I don't get it. Like, why? Oh, that's the cat food. Sorry, y'all. Because I kind of broke the bag. Or maybe that's the dog food, because the dog food is partially open. This, y'all know this is some expensive dog food. When I had my blue pit, this is the dog food that I was buying for Nico. Rest in peace, Nico. But I got some bras here. They didn't write on these. They didn't rip these, as I can see, as far as I can see. Or these can be halter tops, you know. I don't know what they are. So, and I understand why they scratched this out, so nobody can try to return it to get money. And that's what messed up a lot of dumpster divers too. because people would do that, get stuff out of the dumpster and take it back in the store and pretend like they bought it. And so that's the reason why they do this. I'd rather for them to do this than to cut up the clothes. What is this called, y'all? I totally forgot. The little thing that goes around you. That's what this is. Y'all know. Alani just noticed that this shirt was cut at the bottom, but that's fine. It's just cut at the bottom. So when I see stuff that's like minor damage, I love those employees. Maybe they did it so they can come back and get it later, or they just want it to go to good use and want somebody to be able to use it. But nothing was in Old Navy's dumpster today, as you guys can see, or as you guys saw. Normally, I just wanted to show you guys, I would never find anything good in Old Navy unless there's some new employees that's like this and don't destroy the stuff. It's always cut up, bleached, or whatever. This is cute. I don't know what this is. Looks like a one-piece bathing suit. Is it? Or is it a crop top or a top to a bathing suit? I have no idea. It might be a top. But that's what I got. And then the goggles. Brand new. They just cross out the barcode. All of that's from Five Below. And the earphones, headphones. Which are probably cheap and, you know, won't last long. I've never shopped at Five Below, ever. I think I've been in that store once with my oldest daughter, Maya, and that's it. Fruit punch. Lonnie, I thought you said it said berry fine. It says berry fine. And y'all saw the cat food. It was so many things in Petco's dumpster, but I told y'all it stinks. Like that smell of dog food, cat food, hamster hay, or whatever. You know how a pet store smell. I just can't take it. This also came out of the Dollar Tree, this fan right here. It was some more stuff. Frames. I always find picture frames in Dollar Tree and candles, but they're always broken. I know a lot of you guys used to tell me on my old dumpster diving videos that you can easily fix the candles. So I had started getting them at once, but I left them today. I didn't get that on camera, but it was a lot of them in there. But it started raining a little harder. What is this? Vezu sparkling coconut pineapple water. Lonnie said Vezu. I don't know. I've never heard of it. Where was the expiration date? Oh, there it is. Let me see. So it says April 2022. All right. I'm gonna just make sure they're not open. This one looks open. See how the seal looks broken? I don't know. Do all of them look like that? Maybe. And maybe they open them, like maybe that's their way of damaging drinks. If it's open, we're definitely not drinking it, because I'm gonna twist one to see if I can hear it click or break, and I'm gonna just pour them out. A lot of this stuff I give away, or I end up throwing it away if it's no good, like as far as food and drinks. Food, I have neighbors with dogs and stuff, cats, so I'm gonna let them get first dibs on that. I'm not gonna take this stuff anywhere, like to a shelter or anything, unless they don't want it, you know what I mean? And then I take it to the dog pound, and they used to love my dumpster dive. I used to bring them so many toys and dog food and cat food to the pet shelters and the pounds and stuff like that. So they loved it. So yeah, that's my little dumpster dive haul, y'all. There's some more clothes over here. That just kind of made me nervous at the Five Below. I was nervous, but I was like, man, forget this, you know. I was like, if I come back, they're probably going to destroy this and the rest of the stuff that was in there and break it. And I was like, oh, well, if they just catch me, they catch me. Then later I thought, I'm like, dang, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Because you'll always have another dumpster dive. This wasn't like an emergency, like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to see this again, so let me get this now. I just did it because they wanted it. But yeah, hopefully they don't put a lock on it, because Ulta is definitely locked. If you run into anyone when you dumpster dive, just don't argue with them. Y'all missed the whole conversation when I was talking to her. I stopped the camera at one point because she was walking closer to me and I didn't want her to see I was recording. But she was just saying, you know, that I think I already told you guys that she think her stores and all of their dumpsters are like, what's the word she used? Permitted. But the rest of them aren't. Or did she say prohibited? I think she said permitted. I don't know. But she was basically saying that we can't go in their dumpsters, but maybe Ulta and the rest of them. And I didn't see a sign. I don't see a lock. Other dumpster divers are always back there, but you don't want to argue with them. I was just telling her about the laws here. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, because I know the laws there, once something goes to the trash, you know, it's fine unless there's a no trespassing sign or a lock on it or it's private property. You know, I'm having casual conversation with her. Just wanted to be nice, but I think that's where I made the mistake too. I should have never got out the car and spoke to her. When I saw her out there, I should have just kept driving, because she probably would have put the stuff in the dumpster and then just went on back through the back door and went back to work. So I think because I started talking to her and brought that conversation up, she left the back door open and was waiting to catch me in the dumpster. But it was a different lady when we went back. So yeah, that was my rookie mistake. Rookie meaning my first time back. Because y'all know I was good at this. And the more you get to do it, the better you'll be at it. And the less you'll care. Like, who sees you? You just don't want the employees to see you. That's all. And I know I'm repetitive. Again, not because it's illegal. I don't know what state you live in. But here, not because it's illegal, but because you don't want them to destroy the items and lock it up. And then now you can't score anything. All right? So, hopefully I can do another one really soon. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe the next day. I don't know. The kids are back in school now, so I'm gonna be by myself, so I won't be able to do that much recording, and I will have to jump in. So I went with my little Dollar General tights on today and another little mismatched Dollar General shirt, and we was mismatching all together. Well, not them, but I was, because you know I tell you guys to wear something you don't care about. I had my where is it? My little spray is down here. You got it, Soleil? Thank you. I had this, so every time we jumped back in the car, we kept spraying the front and back of our hands and under my fingernails and my steering wheel, everything, the radio, the car handle, everything that I touched that I may have accidentally touched before I sprayed my hand, sprayed that. And then as soon as we walked in the door, I washed my hands. Oh, I got to spray the doorknob too. Oh, you opened the door first, I think. So I got to spray the doorknob and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm going to disinfect these clothes and spray everything else and wipe it down and see who wants it. Y'all let me know how I did for my first time back in 2 years. It ain't really much, but I didn't go that many places either. Okay, so keep that in mind. Not that many places at all. And before y'all ask, there's no good time. There's no better day, at least for me. I just randomly go. I may get up at 2 p.m., say I'm going to go to 3-4 stores, maybe 10, maybe 12. May get up the next day, 8 in the morning, go. Dumpster's empty. You drive back on the way back home, check again. It's full of good stuff. You just never know, okay? You see, they kept bringing stuff out to the dumpster when I drove through that plaza. So, yeah. All right, y'all. And TikTok, well, I'll post a clip on TikTok, but thank y'all because they encouraged me to go. I told them this morning that I was getting ready to go dumpster diving. So all the people that joined my live on TikTok this morning, shout out to y'all if y'all are watching my video over here on YouTube. But I will upload a clip for y'all. And shout out to the people who are who have joined my YouTube membership to learn how to penny shop. Y'all need to watch the videos because it's some of y'all that have not watched the videos yet. So I don't know if you're not getting the notifications or what. But those videos are for members only. Those are my penny hauls and my in-store penny videos and my Q&A, my lives. So they're all for members only now. So I will be uploading, you know, videos here and there for my YouTube subscribers that's been here. All right. Thank y'all so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please follow me on TikTok if you haven't already. Please give the video a thumbs up, meaning like it. If you dislike it, hell, give it a thumbs down. Just give me some type of feedback to let me know how I am doing. And please tell a friend to tell a friend about Sade with the receipts. And please share if you dare, honey. And I will see y'all on the next video. Toodles. Toodles.